will center the land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen, for game number 2. Aura Fire on the blue side, EVOS Legends on the red side. Both teams already playing a bit aggressive here. Fluffy actually rotating to the mid lane. This is what Aura have been doing the past 2 games. Clearing out mid together and then rotating to XP. Even Facehugger follows.
You know what? Fun fact here. I think this is the least flicker in a game. Only 1 flicker brought. I mean,
wow, you're right.
2 purifies, 3 purifies total, but take a look at top side.
Sycots needs to respect this 2v1, man. He doesn't respect it in time, and it's just going to be a shove here from Aura Fire, who are playing it like this. Hijime dealing out some damage, getting the stun, but not really grabbing anything. But you guys at home can grab food or bike or car with the discount code 90% for your order, grb.to/MPL.
On the topic of the battle spells, considering how game number 1 went, I think there's a lot of emphasis in like how they engage and how they're able to kite to and away from a fight. So having more sprints, more purifies, more petrifies just means that you have more tools available that sometimes might catch your opponent off guard because they can't really time it like an ultimate. So I think it makes sense for both these teams, and Fan was still able to get the mutual objective. Like I mentioned, is he still staying on 100%?
He didn't use the retribution, but bot side, Kabuki 2v1. Pops the purify. Oh, goodness me, yeah. I mean, speaking again with the battle spells, right? I just wish didn't bring the flicker. I just wish it's just no flickers just for the sake of the lulz. But now, 5 seconds in the first neutral objective. Let's see.
I think Sycots on the blue will try and dictate what's going to happen, but against a Lilia and a Benedetta, that's a lot of damage and a lot of punish available as Fluffy goes in.
Uh-oh, Taz here going to be caught. That's going to be the damage coming from Fluffy as that's first blood over to Aura Fire. Sycots now dealing some damage, bringing Fluffy back into the fray right now with the rough waves connecting. Hijime rotating back. Fan still sitting at a 100% in neutral objective takes.
Ooh, very, very sharp deja vu perhaps. And what did you see here? How did Aura Fire get that turtle, Arashi?
He zoned away EVOS Legends as much as possible, and then afterwards, it's pretty simple, right? With the damage coming in from Fluffy and Facehugger, in the early game in particular, you're able to just catch EVOS Legends off guard, and with a man advantage, and without the retribution available because they took out Taz, they just keep going for the turtle and get it virtually uncontested. And now it's back to the laning phase, where Aura Fire, their focus really seems to be just shutting down Facehugger and his roams.
See, again, seems like EVOS Legends, they are slightly behind here. We're talking about gold lead. Aura Fire, though, can they expand? That's the question, of course. Now, it's going to be the main focus here. It's going to be the gold laner. Let's see here, what will they brew up from both teams?
Looking at EVOS Legends, you see 2 Avarices and 2 Magic Warships. So there's a lot of DPS that comes unpredictably from the Kadita and the Farsa. So they are expecting a lot of pickoffs to happen, but so far, they have not been able to find those pickoffs due to the purifies that Kabuki as well as Facehugger has been preparing for them. And now Aura will be the ones making the first move, but EVOS once again are just a bit too passive. They kite away from that situation.
Oh, Farsa.
Oh, Hijime with the purify still able to escape, but that's the power of nature and a big smack from High to pick up that kill.
Very good, straightforward. Oh, you need to grab for Dreams. Will pop that pure Petrify.
Ooh, High actually locks them in place here. That might just be good for the side of Aura Fire. Dreams getting the passive all the way back up to full HP. Van still chasing. Taz not going to be caught in the final blow. And Aura Fire gets it. Van still chasing for Dreams. And he gets the kill. That's 2 for 1.
Wow, Aura Fire here. This is what I like. With their momentum from game 1, it's clear that the early game now, they are dictating the game, and it's going to be a second neutral objective clear in this game for Aura.
For EVOS, it's just so tough right now. You can see that Taz is absolutely struggling with the lack of mobility in that Arlott pick. Usually the jungle picks will have a bit of a dash, a bit of escape tool, but Bob the Arlott can only jump onto targets, and even afterwards, his crowd control is also a bit less reliable. So now Sycots going aggressively with the help of Dreams. They're going to go for Fluffy.
Oh, Fluffy with the plays, with the maneuvers, the jukes, getting out of the rough waves combo there. And he just survives. Aura Fire still leading with that 1.3k gold lead.
A very good response right now. It's still 2v2 perhaps potentially top side with Van jumping. Oh, yeah, bot side.
Uh-oh, Kabuki pops the pure. Oh, fancy feed, man. Fluffy and Kabuki.
He even feints and pushes Hijumi away, thinking that, you know, he was moving forward to try and threaten that he was going to commit onto Hijumi. But now let's take a look at the Talon's prediction right here. Only one aura vote on the English desk. Let's see if that pays out, Gani. Because Ranger Amas himself has switched his vote.
From, okay, Gani. Caster Curse is real. So you should be able to win this one.
Right. In theory, right? Logically speaking.
Pattern-wise, it's when it was one caster who voted the team. They got the dub now. Let's see.
Oh, Kabuki. Oh, wow! High cancels out the rough wave. What an outplay! But Taz gets a 4-man in the ultimate with the displacement. Kabuki, what? He's still able to kite away despite EVOS Legends doing all that.
Fluffy.
And it's still Orifire with a dog face trigger now, looking for some more. Fluffy! Jumping back in. That's going to be the Petrify. Fluffy not able to find more. But Orifire will definitely be happy with just a turret take.
Oh my goodness, Orifire still, technically, they won that trade, right? They got the turret bot side, they almost got a kill, and still just in a very healthy lead. It seems like Psychots, yeah, got out-rotated here by Fluffy.
Can you even call it a trade? It seems like Orifire just went for the dominant play, and they're able to get it without losing too much. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen,
3 EVOS players are in the Indonesian national team. Psychots, Dreams, and Brands up against Orifire, 0-5.
Interesting. Well, let's see if that is how this match plays out. As for Orifire, the fact that Fluffy now has the Bloodlust Axe will mean that he can be a lot more obnoxious, and it's going to be a bit harder to shut down on top of having a bit more damage. So it's not going to be a full tanky build for Benedetta, but Dreams now stuck in a weird spot behind enemy lines, but Taz is the main target.
He's knocked up and he's going to be comboed down. Taz still able to survive. Whoa, Taz doing the stun, taking the resets, actually surviving for so long, but will be caught in the end. Fluffy now jumping onto Dreams. Dreams able to escape. Orifire, Fluffy's still looking for Hijime. He's hungry for it, man, but it might just be the mid lane tier 1 here. As Psychot tries his best to maybe clear it out. Jumping back onto his slam. He's playing it pretty well, just waiting, trying to force that wave to stay in place. Not letting it crash into the turret, and it's well played by Psychots.
Yeah, and it bought enough time for Barca for Hijime to come and clear the wave, but another dub for Orifire. And take a look at the gold lead, almost 3K with that win. Now, mid-side can be vulnerable, but again, a perfect, good defense. Top side.
Okay, well played, Kabuki. Did you see that?
Wow.
Dreams was in the bush. He didn't have the Petrify, but Kabuki with a crazy reaction time.
Wow, EVOS Legends right now are being punished for the lack of mobility. We talked about how in game number 1, their strategy was to outrun, just overrun their opponents, but in this game, it's the exact opposite. Whenever Orifire wants to commit to a fight, they don't really find a way to get out, and now Fluffy once again outmaneuvers 2 members from EVOS Legends, gets back out. This is a lot of pressure that EVOS Legends really have no answer for.
Yeah, I mean, even though the final blow was cancelled twice, he managed to get away. Another turret take top side, and just slowly but surely here, Mirko, Rashi, Orifire, they're really dictating the game. Now, if we're talking about really late game, EVOS Legends, they can find the dub in the team fight, but take a look at him inside.
High with the wild charge. Taz still able to reset right now, beating Hall on abilities, but High with the cancel with a barrier. Kabuki now with that Zaman Force just going crazy. Did you see that cancel? Beautifully placed by High.
It's perfect timing by High, showing again his knowledge of, I don't know, tempo, of how the flow of the fight is going, and reading out the movements of his opponents. It's working well so far, and with this Lord, Orifire, they're not stopping anytime soon. Fluffy is still showing no respect at all. Dreams is forced to watch as he takes out the majority of the jungle camps.
Who let Orifire cook?
No. Ban, my God.
What was that?
What was that, Rashi?
That was you, Connie. What are you talking about?
Mid lane tier 1 taken down, so a lot of structures will be taken down now, it seems like, with this first Lord. Let's see, though. EVOS Legends now behind in equipment. What do you think, Rashi?
Well, Hijime only has a lightning truncheon, so it's not exactly enough to try and deal with the wave clear, especially if the members of Aura Fire are just waiting on the sides, trying to punish just like this.
Man, well played. That's the knockup, but Hijime answers it back with the Purify. Wait, what? That was one basic attack from Kabuki onto Brands. It took him down to a quarter of HP.
Oh, take a look at Kadita.
Oh, that Dreams knocked up. Chain, oh my goodness. You thought Dreams would get the better in the flanking position of Aura Fire, but nope. Aura Fire says we have more CC, we'll knock you up. Stay on the diggy.
Stay on the diggy and take a look at the final blow.
That's the Petrified. Taz gonna be knocked down now, but that's gonna be damage coming from Brands with the Blazing Duet. Kabuki still able to sustain for a bit, but will be slain by the turret there. That's a shutdown for Brands. Facehugger gonna be taken low. Facehugger 1 HP, and he will be slain. That's a triple for Brands. He's walking back with BMI, walking high down, but that's the flicker from high. Van walking alone as well. Chased down by Psychots. But that's a 3-for-1. Aura needs to stay calm, stay chill. They're losing their lead here.
I mean, technically, they got to base their bot side, though. Yeah, sure, Aura Fire. They lost 3 members, but overall, Rashi, do you think that it was a loss for Aura Fire?
Definitely was, man. If you take a look at the fight right here, they were trying so hard to dive and zone away the members of EVOS without recognizing the potential for them to try and dive towards the backline. Instead, Brands got a fully channeled Blazing Duet right there, and after most of the resources were used to try and zone, they have none to actually participate in the fight. It's a bit of deja vu, weirdly enough, from game number 1, where EVOS Legends lost the mid laner and the gold laner as well. So Aura Fire, they're trading on dangerous ground right here. They need to try and maintain that discipline, which was what allowed them to actually turn around the game and get that comeback victory in game number 1.
Brands was so behind, man. So behind, and just like that, he's equal. He's even in gold against Kabuki. That might have just been the biggest blunder here. Aura Fire need to stay calm and collected. They need to play it disciplinedly. Brands has hit his power spike now. Dangerous.
He's hit the 2-item power spike, and now I think he's going to get a bit more. We'll have to see if it's going to be defensive items or a bit more damage, because depending on the situation here, he might not have a choice but to actually go Glass Cannon and try and outmaneuver around the members of Aura Fire. Right now, though, with the pressure still, with a 4K gold lead and the bottom wave constantly shoving with the help of Fluffy as well, Aura Fire has full control, but Hijime strikes back.
Black Shoes, though, Facehugger able to get back to full HP. Taz gonna be zoned away by High as he jumps back in right now. That's an amazing knockup from the side of Taz. That's Brands jumping with a Blazing Duet. It's a disaster for Aura Fire. Like I mentioned, they gave Brands room to play, and you do not do that against Brands.
Aura Fire, they lost their composure, and there you go, EVOS Legends capitalizing on that mistake. Let's see here, 5v3. Is this the right move by Fluffy? Oh my god, the damage. He's low, but take a look at the engage from Van. Perhaps he wants to steal.
He does want to steal. He's going to be walking up there, but he will not be able to make it in time. Psychots gets him out. But EVOS Legends disengage. Aura Fire left with only a 1,000 gold lead.
Wow.
The shoes on the other foot right here. EVOS are the ones with the Farsa, with the long range. So Aura Fire, they've been on the opposite side of this equation. Will they be able to come up with a solution? Because EVOS, we saw how hard they were struggling against the high ground pressure. With Aura Fire being so melee orientated, we'll have to see as we take a look at the items right here. Facehugger with the double wand and the Enchanted Talisman will be doing a lot of damage, particularly to Psychots. But against the squishier targets, right, he won't have nearly as much burst damage. That role falls onto the shoulders of Kabuki, who already has a full inventory slot, and the Holy Crystal. We saw that one basic attack was able to chunk Brands down to half HP, so he can definitely try and catch EVOS Legends off guard.
With the Oracle as well, right, from Kabuki, it just helps him to add more regeneration shield. So a very, again, crucial item for a Harith here when he pops up that Shaman Force minute. But now it's just a reset here. Oh, take a look at Fluffy backside.
Buying some time right now. Taz with the damage comes back in with Vengeance as well now.
Cancel.
Fluffy gonna be able to escape for now. High now, caught very low. Taz has the final slash. Will not utilize it just yet. Hijime all alone in the midst of Aura Fire. Gets caught. Taz jumping back in. Now with the Vengeance, but now with the final slash as well. Taz gonna be taken down by the Appraiser's Wrath. Dreams
jumps back in, he gets taunted. The Rough Waves is there, the Petrified defensively, but he gets bursted down by the likes of Facehugger. 3 members are down. Brands and Psychots all alone left to defend.
Let's see another engage here.
Brands with the blazing duet now going to be bursted down by Kabuki as he tries to buy in some more time. Now backing off with the BMI. EVOS Legends have defended for now. Fluffy still micromanaging the waves coming in. And it will be the tier 2 down below taken down.
Psychots was able to block the waves, do a bit of damage, stop everyone in their tracks, but that's only for now. Facehugger has completed the Divine Glaive, so any kind of similar attempts will be met with a lot of burst damage that EVOS Legends might not be able to take. Now they have so many more threats to watch out for. The Lilia, Kabuki on the Harith, as well as Fluffy, right? He now has the Hunter Strike as well as a lot more tanky items to try and withstand that burst damage. And in the back line, if he does not get stunned up with a reliable source of crowd control, he can completely shut down any kind of counter offense coming in from EVOS Legends.
Fluffy with the play as well, bot side just to clear, but yeah. Also do note that earlier Facehugger has not completed his Divine Glaive, and now with that extra magic power, it's gonna be nasty during team fights, during clumped up team fights in particular. EVOS Legends, how will they respond with this 2v1 bot side? Is this the right move?
Oh, that's a lot of damage. Wait.
Wow.
Fluffy might actually be taken down here. Eye for an eye, buying a little bit more time. Fluffy with... Oh my god, Fluffy gets up for a bit, but Brands is chasing him down. That's a kill! Down below. They need to force this right now. Taz or Bad? Who will it be? It's gonna be Bad! Who secures it for Aura Fire. Psychots in the midst of it all. Dream's gonna be forced to back away. As now Kabuki jumps in on his Mount Force and the damage onto Taz. Taz still able to actually sustain, but Kabuki slays Hijume in the back. Taz isolated from the team. Facehugger dodging away from the snare, but that is going to be the final slash, stunning him up one more time. No vengeance left. Kabuki losing immortality, going to be knocked up as well and slain by Dreams. Aura Fire still looking for the fight, despite having the Lord.
Oh, stellar performance here by both teams, and look, they want more here. Psychots mounting 1 member.
Jumping onto Van, bring him back. That's the immortality. Popped in, that's the last slash. Van walking back, 1 more hit, but Brands buys the immortality in time, and EVOS Legends have won the team fight.
Wow, again, stellar performance here. EVOS Legends, even though they lost the Lord, Aura Fire, slightly overcommitting that play, Arashi. It might cost them the game.
They just kept going for the fights even though they were separated, and the front line and the back line were not working together in unison. Now with the Lord walking up, EVOS Legends will be able to clear it out, but look at the other side. Fluffy tries to make an attempt to try and take Dreams out. He is making good work right here. Will it be enough?
Dreams
seems like
trying to run away. Fluffy misreads it. That's the concealed. Dreams gets out.
What a juke. Even though a lot of resources were popped, but still, right? I mean, at this point, you go down for 30, it seems like. So, a very, very well spent resources.
Now it's a bit of a complicated situation here. Both teams have equalized on the goal difference. When it comes to objectives, it's not too far different, right? Only several turrets available, except for the bottom turret of Aura Fire taken out by bottom turret of EVOS taken out by Aura Fire. But now it's a matchup between the range and burst damage against the DPS, right? The Farsa against the Lilia. So if the fight gets sporadic and a bit long in the duration, Aura Fire definitely has a bit of an edge, unless, of course, Brands, with the highest damage dealt so far, can decimate the whole team with a single placed blazing duet.
Yeah, I mean, also on that note, right, I mean, quite surprising, Facehugger quite low in the damage dealt area. Realizing that he has already Divine Glaive, he's a Lilia, but even so, it seems like the damage isn't just coming through for him. So let's see, though, perhaps that should be the reparation here regarding the positioning of Facehugger himself.
Hijume has also finished the Holy Crystal, so the squishier members on the side of Aura Fire need to be a lot more careful. We don't see a lot of Athenas, only an Oracle in the hands of Kabuki. Maybe the ability will carry him, but look at the basic attacks. Brands once again just shows that you cannot let him get close.
You really can't.
Can't, man. You really can't. I mean, look at that just, what, 3 basic attacks, I think, was all he needed to deal that much on Fluffy. Sure, he's not the main frontliner, he built mostly damage, but it's still absolutely insane to be melting someone like that. Van has started the Lord, though. Claude is all the way in that top side. Dominant's Eye is being built up by Taz. Claude is still up top. This could be a disaster right now as High jumps in. Taz gonna be knocked out by the wild charge, but the timing is not right. No, Taz gets it! What a retribution! Kabuki falls and Taz goes haywire on the back. Look at that top lane. It's still the Claude. EVOS Legends have gone at 4v5.
Oh my goodness.
A mistake from High. The wild charge not timed well enough with the Lord.
What is going on? Aura Fire, the moment they really needed to end the game with that Lord, Taz jumps in and says no. Now, what do you think about this Lord push and the item change here, Arashi?
With the truncheons being completed for both mid laners, understanding the risk of the dive, Brands with the Has Claws and an Athena trying to withstand the burst damage and sustain back up in the middle of the fight. He wants to stay involved and he does not want to get zoned away. But now with the Lord coming in, it's going to be the range being abused by Hijime once again. This looks like the beginning of the end for Aura Fire.
Let's see if they can defend this right here, right now. Brands going to be able to take that base turret down. High going to be melted down by Brands as well. But he decides to go back onto the BMI. Conceal play, Kabuki left all alone, but dodges away from the breath of the ocean, still keeping the Lord at bay. Meanwhile, Fluffy in the back lines, looking for a flank, just constantly lingering in the flanks to make EVOS Legends think twice before they do anything, before they commit onto anything. For the airstrike to be popped there, is that's going to be the petrified from Fluffy. Now with the eye for an eye, gets out, stunned up. Immortality, there was the last flash. Fluffy loses Immortality. That's going to be the backup coming in as Fluffy jumps back out. Now Taz walking back onto High. Both teams still able to disengage.
Wow, what a defense by Aura Fire. Sure, they lost 2 base turrets, but EVOS Legends, they struggled to find the right opening there. Aura Fire managed to, again, displayed a brilliant defense, but they're maintaining pressure.
Taz with the last slash onto Kabuki. Right now, as he pops into Bond Force, able to sustain for a bit. The Immortality will be popped. Now, Stream jumps into the back line. That's the winner truncheon. Bought in time. Kabuki might just be able to survive this right now with the shielding, but that's Hijime who picks up the kill. Psychons and Taz, though, caught under the turret. Taz still able to buy the Immortality in time, and that's going to be Psychons who buys the winner truncheon. That's the winner truncheon by Taz as well. The mechanics in display, but Taz will still fall. Fluffy jumping back in. Brad's going to be able to actually lose out on that Immortality, but look who's chasing. High with a big smack in the power of nature. That's Brands down.
I got chills, and now they're still on the manhunt here. Hijime will be safe, and as well as Psychons. But what the heck happened there? Again, Aura Fire manages to defend. And Arashi, what do you see?
So many items, man. What the heck, Arashi?
So many swaps in the middle of that long engagement. And EVOS Legends once again, they have the range advantage. They could have waited and controlled the game, but no. They wanted to go for the determined, for the definite end right there. It did not pay off. Aura Fire somehow kept their members alive. And now with Brands down for 20 seconds, this seems to be an uncontestable Lord. Aura Fire will be able to get. And afterwards, we have to see how well EVOS Legends can defend.
Oh my god.
Composition-wise, right? Feather Airstrike, Blazing Duet, we got Dreams. I personally feel EVOS Legends might be able to defend this one. Let's see though, execution-wise, right?
They need something surprising from the side of Aura Fire. They cannot allow Hijime and Brands to get their damage out. They must go for a big engage. But keep in mind, having it purifies is also a big factor as the purple got stolen. And now Aura Fire, they're moving in for the kill. They're corralling EVOS Legends back into their own base. Don't get the end right here, they will still be able to get at least the base towers for sure. They're manipulating the waves as well as possible, trying to use the Lord later on to possibly go for the end.
Conceal up top, that's going to be the last slash, stunning both of them down. Ban and High, going to be able to find a wild charge right there. Fluffy jumps in, distracting any members. Kabuki now with his Zaman Force still able to buy some time. Dreams doing the same thing, distracting, and all the Aura Fire members are low! That's another defense for EVOS, and the game keeps on going.
2 members taken down, and it seems like with that being said, EVOS Legends, they will definitely clear the Lord, no problemo. Are a fire now. They're in the back foot, 3v5, and take a look at the death timers, 40 seconds. That's gonna hurt.
What a match.
Woo! Even the Lord, it's 100 seconds until the next Lord spawns right here. And while waiting for that, it's always a game of cat and mouse. Can EVOS Legends go for the flank? Can Fluffy be annoying enough? Right, the Dreams get spotted, but it won't amount to anything. With 2 members down, Aura Fire will be just waiting around, and EVOS, they opt to just wait for the right opportunity. They are not going to try and force for a fight with the numbers advantage.
Yeah, I mean, no clear objectives right on the board. They are going to wait for that next Lord to spawn here. Concealed play though, from side of Aura Fire. Let's see.
But the airstrike canceling that concealed plane. That's the cancel behind, but it's a bit too late. Base turret, final one, taken down in the bottom lane. This will ensure EVOS Legends has more lanes to play with. Aura Fire needs to get one more base turret. Now, it comes down to setup. How they micromanage the waves for that final, maybe final Lord.
How well can they mind game the EXP laners? Once your EXP lane is supposed to go back and forth from the Lord all the way back to the EXP lane, that is a long route where you can just lay down the traps, the assassins, the DPS members. They can just melt down these tankier members.
They lost 300 gold in the Lord power play.
The Lord power play. So, for Aura Fire, they have Fluffy in a more, I don't know, outplay-oriented EXP laner, so they can try and use that to their advantage. But of course, we saw that Brands has no issue just melting him down bit by bit. And in the vision contest, Hai can try and abuse this vision control, but it won't be at 0 risk. It's anyone's game at this point.
It is anyone's game. I mean, take a look, only one last base turret stands there from side of EVOS Legends, and surely that will be taken down very, very soon, and especially if EVOS Legends makes a mistake. But now take a look at the setup here from Kabita. Will this work?
We're seeing this more and more often right here. 3 members on the Lord, 2 members away from them. Fortunately for Aura Fire, the mid lane is the one with the turret still standing. They can easily rotate to the mid lane, back to the Lord pit. And I think both teams understand that something's off right here. They only see 3 members. Something is not right. And they read each other, I don't know, very carefully, because at any point, one moment will decide the game right here. It's at 27 minutes. Even a single member taken down will be out of the game for about 60 seconds right here. Any mistake is going to be costlier than ever.
It is going to be costly here for the teams that might make the mistake. It's just a reset now, slow paced. Both teams trying to wait out information as well. And take a look at the rotation from side of Aura Fire already entering the Lord's vicinity. And we'll see here, will they commit on towards a fight? Realizing that technically on the map, it's a 5v4. Ira though will move and rotate towards that area as well.
On paper, EVOS Legends, they have a lot more ways to engage, right? They can use Dreams to go in, they can go with Taz, with his signature combos, Psychots sprinting towards the back line. So, Aura Fire, you can see, they are a bit more confused and trying to predict where the assault is going to come from, but no, they go for the top side. Hijime is the main target.
That's the Purify for the Wild Charge Fan with an amazing sandwich maneuver. Hijime going to be slain. That's the immortality. Does Hijime buy the Winter Truncheon? No, he does not. Down the mid lane, you can see Brands trying to buy some more time by clearing out the waves by Psychots, trying to stop Facehugger and Kabuki from recalling. Both of these members are now pinned down up top. Taz looking for the last slash. Kabuki still able to kite away. Psychots brings. Oh, nope. Facehugger actually goes with the Winter Truncheon there. High now, taking a whole lot of damage. The last slash brings them back to the blazing duet. Kabuki still free hitting onto the Mount Force right now. Psychot's going to be caught all alone. Isolated from the team. Van going to be able to find the taunt right now. Fluffy jumps into the back line, but will be caught in the Petrify. Psychot buys the Winter Truncheon, but Fluffy gets out. It's a 2-4-0. 70 seconds on the death timers.
Oh, that's going to hurt here. 5v3, and take a look at Aura. They're going to commit on towards the Lord, but they need to make sure the mid lane pushes right, and they need to recall forward now, especially Kabuki and as well as Fluffy. What do you see, Arashi? Can EVOS pull this out?
Well, can EVOS go? If Hai gets taken out right there, this might be a chance, but no, they get counter-engaged on.
Taz with a vengeance. Brands with the blazing duet.
but Facehugger sustains back up. Kabuki in the back line right now. Taz is going to lose his immortality. That's the winner touch and bot in time. Brand's dealing damage on killing Van. Now Taz, oh my god! Taz with the play of his life finds the kill, sustains and outplays Aura Fire.
What is going on? What is Taz on right now? 30 minutes into the game officially, and this is EVOS Legends with the win. 50 on Van, 55 on Kabuki. Can they end this?
They have all the tools required. This is a 13-minute game, and EVOS Legends will secure a free Lord with 40 seconds still on the clock for Van to be back in the Land of Dawn. So much time left around. Aura Fire will have to use everything at their disposal. They have to cut the waves. They have to delay as much as possible. Use the barriers. This is the last stand for Aura Fire.
This is going to be potentially, again, the last push. Can Aura Fire defend with 3? Can EVOS Legends push with 5? Let's see.
They're gonna hope for a miracle here for the airstrike, and just like that, Facehugger is out of the play. Dreams now jumping back in, Facehugger with the black shoes, buying some time, but that will ultimately be him slain by Dreams. That's a double kill, and that's EVOS Legends securing game 2, equalizing it 1-1.
Saying hello to game 3, ladies and gentlemen, and my goodness, what a match again. It's just a full action-packed match we got here today. 3 matches, and it's just crazy to see EVOS Legends just withstanding, defending most of the game. At the end of the day, it was Aura Fire creating that last crucial mistake.
With 60 seconds somehow on the clock, somehow EVOS were able to turn it around. It's a 13-minute game, boys. That is insane. With the halfway point